Welcome back. There's a live look outside from the Oregon coast, our In It Spanish Head Resort Hotel camera in Lincoln City. Thanks for watching Afternoon Live. Mother's Day is this weekend, so we're here to help us celebrate by exploring the phenomenon of mother's intuition and what that really means. We welcome back spiritual teacher, psychic therapist, and author of The Secret That's Holding You Back, our friend Vincent Genna. Great to see you.
Oh, it's always good to see you, Hannah. You're like my sister that I never had.
Oh, I love hearing that. Okay, let's talk about this mother's intuition stuff. Is it real? Are we leading too much into it? What do you think?
Okay, so here's what happened. Way back when, scientists were realizing that mothers had certain connections with children that they didn't think the dads had, because of the fact that mothers knew what was going on with the child. Whether the child was sick or the child was needy, the mother knew it. So the theory was then, because the mother carried the child, that biologically, that made a special connection. But here's what happened with that theory as time went on. We have adoptive parents and mothers who adopted children, and all of a sudden, research was showing they had as much intuition with their child as a biological child. So the theory of just because you carried a child went right down the drain. So now the understanding has to be more than just a biological connection, and it is. It's an intuition. And here's the thing about that, Hannah. Women are more dominant right-brained. Men are dominant left-brain. We've spoken about that in the past. Right brain contains your emotions, your nurturing side, your creative side, and your intuitive side. So mothers, being more on that side and more right brain, had more intuition. As a matter of fact, it had to be that way. That's the reason why the woman bore the baby and raised the child, because intuition told her what she needed to do with that baby. That wasn't biological anymore.
Okay, so then what about the dads and other parents and guardians? Can they develop this intuition? Is there a way they can tap into that part of their brain as well?
That is the big question that everybody winds up asking. Do men and fathers have as much intuition? Of course they do. We all have the same amount of intuition, but here's the difference. Do the men have to listen to their intuition when it comes to a child as much as the mother does? Remember, back in society, where were the men? The men were out in the fields, hunting, gathering, getting food. They weren't home. The women were home. So even if they did get a feeling about their child being injured, being needy in some way, being ill, they didn't necessarily listen to that because they knew mom was home. But here's the interesting studies more recently. Same gender dads, two dads now raising a child. And guess what? Those two fathers have developed their intuition and listened and went more right brain because of the care of the child. And they have just as much intuition. As a matter of fact, you got both of them calling up and wondering what's going on with the kid because they feel something, hear something. And women also tended to listen to that inner voice a little bit more than men did, but men can learn that too, Hannah. It's all within all of us.
It's within all of us, so there's no excuse, right? We can all tap into the needs and the feelings of the kids, and we can all be connected that way.
You know, it starts with children, and it should actually start before children come along. We all have that guidance system within us that helps us to choose whether it's going to be door A or door B, this road or that road, this job or that job, this partner or another partner. The intuition is there 24/7. Of course, now when you throw a child into the picture, it seems like it makes that much easier to then listen. And the mother will want to listen more. And still in society today, the mother tends to be around the child more than the father does. But things are changing, times are changing, families are mixed now. And so you've got the fathers around the children just as much. You've got single parent fathers as much as single parent mothers out there. And they're learning finally to listen. And if they can just carry that to their outer world, then they'll be able to hear so much more and get all this incredible, rich guidance we are all entitled to. And it's right there at our fingertips or ear tips.
But I love hearing you say that because every family looks different. Every child has a different situation. So it's nice to know every parent has the same opportunity to really connect and be intuitive with the kids that they're taking good care of.
Absolutely. And you know what you're doing at the same time when you're paying attention to your intuition and you're in your right brain? You're also helping your emotional status. The more you stay right-brained, the healthier emotionally you can be. It's when you're jumping into your left brain thinking all the time that gets you in trouble. So not only that advantage, but you're teaching the children the exact same thing, to trust their intuition. Children get it too. It's just not as developed as with parents. But quite honestly, Hannah, we wouldn't be a species over 11,000 years old if we didn't at some time listen to our intuition. We can fix a lot more things today if we start paying a lot more attention to the highest side of who we are. That's what intuition is all about. I call it psychic for me because I really focus on it, but there is no difference between me being a psychic and your intuition. And by the way, Hannah, you're an incredible mother. You have incredible intuition. You're very nurturing and loving, and it comes natural to you. That's intuition.
You're so kind. I love talking to you whenever we get a chance. We'll see you soon, my friend. Thank you so much.
Okay, nice to see you too. Bye-bye, Hannah.
The book again is The Secret That's Holding You Back. We'll have more information on our website at katu.com.